Hi everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. So what I'm doing is a live about my time at Download Festival, and I figured I would tell most of the cool things and do that before I get while I'm sorting the rest of my video out for some other bits. I do have a couple of other random arcade videos that I'll be posting soon as I can. So this year's download was really cool. We went to Backstreet Gorilla Productions. So first we was in Derby or Derby, or whichever way you pronounce it. I was there for a couple of days and before the festival, which was really cool. We went to the festival on the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's quite a lot of walking involved with Download Festival, so that it can be quite tiring to do all the walking as it's on the Donington racetrack area. Part of the festival is, and the rest of it's to the side, which is farmlands, which do kind of get flooded if you have bad rain non-stop. On the last day, I believe we had a bit of sun, so it weren't constant rain the whole festival, but it was quite muddy and literally like a slip and slide in some places, but the rest of the festival, they made sure it was all sorted and safe to walk around. So, and they put stuff down to try and cope with that strain. I did watch a couple of the attractions that they had on, which I did film a bit of. They had some people dressed as knights and doing a fight reenactment type thing. So I've got a bit of footage of that for my video, which won't have much talking through it because it's literally filmed at the festival, and with the audio of the festival, I would get multiple copyright strikes straight away just on the footage alone. So I'm gonna mute the video clips that I'm gonna throw in this time and bits into just one big jumble of what I did download, what I could say. So there'll be a lot of the walking around, then there'll be the videos as you see them, but there will be on Instagram the audio included, as I can get away with Instagram posting the actual music from the videos, as the music did come across clear in some of the videos, even inside a tent that would normally, with one of my other cameras, be really bad and blurred. I did not get as much filming done as I wanted to due to an issue with my camera on my phone and me forgetting my actual camera this time. So I couldn't zoom in on anything at all without losing the picture quality completely. So I literally just did the best I could, got the clips I wanted, and so on. One or two times around the festival, I was actually literally just daydreaming while trying to message people or some people I'm with, and ended up walking into one of my friends. So that was pretty cool, and I'm glad I got to meet up with her again, as I met up with her, I think not last year, the year before. I'm not 100% because I'm useless with dates and things like that. But I got to hang around with them, with her for a little while and had a nice chat. Then went to watch some more bands play, which all the bands that played the whole week of the festival, like Slayer, Def Leppard, and Gobsmacked, and quite a few others, which I've stupidly forgot to bring a list of what played. Dream Theater as well was amazing as well. I'm literally just hit go live and forgot to do the simple thing called bring a little bit of help to the live so I could check things out. So let's see if I can get a basic thing up that'll show me the lineup. So I did watch some of NXT download. That was really cool. That will also be on the WWE network. I did walk past a couple of the WWE wrestlers for the UK brand while at the festival, but I was too busy, and a lot of the times you don't approach heel wrestlers, so because they just won't sign because they're either not allowed to or it's their character, and most wrestlers don't want to break character no matter what. So I don't bother wrestlers, as I just can't be bothered seeing if they're the ones that will break their character just to take a quick photo or have a quick little chat and say hi. So I got to see in the tent, there is a video for it, the Amathimity Affliction. That was a really good set, and I probably got the name slightly wrong or pronounced it wrong or something, but the festival itself was amazing. I did, for being lazy because I didn't feel well on that day, I actually had to use the disabled platform for a couple of minutes just to have a sit down. And then I went, because I got bored, I just went straight back into the crowd and watched the rest of the band play their set of the night. I think they had like 20 to 30 minutes, which was a good time. And the band itself is really good, and I had so much fun watching. I'll show the video clip of it on my next video. I do have another video that I am planning to put out, which Infinite Moore will kind of find funny, and hopefully it will work. But I'm not going to reveal what it was. The only band that I actually missed due to travel times and so on was Bad Wolves, which I really did want to see, as that is one band I really like, and it would have been super cool to see them. Yes, Baxi, I was super busy the whole time. I was just non-stop moving. I didn't really give myself any time for food at all. Literally, the only bit of food I had from morning, well, literally the whole day, was the bit of licorice that I had each day, as I was just that busy with around. Try not to like fall over on the mud, so that was kind of fun as well. Also in the background you see Download Dog, which is the plush that I got a few years ago. They actually have a new version of it, so I'm going to try and get that next year if they've still got it, or they might have a new version of it. It's kind of sitting up the new one is, which looked really cool. But that's the first one. Hi Jerry, how are you today? So yeah, the plush is actually from Download. It's one that I really liked, and I had to get it, and I literally got soaking wet the year I got that. I literally had to go back to the hotel room because none of my clothes were dry. They were all dripping water. I am okay, thank you. I've just been busy with Download Festival stuff, and that's kind of taken a lot of energy out of me as it's like the full weekend, but I'm doing good, thank you. How's your weekend been? So yeah, a lot of the bands that I've seen, which I got to see Slash again, which was really cool. I got to watch it with someone that's on my YouTube channel and will be the feature of the video, so that'd be quite funny for as Infinite will enjoy the video, hopefully. But Swedish Traveller is going to see this, and that video is going to be out soon. So I'll edit that as quick as I can. I want to edit the video for me going from my location to Derby, and what I did that whole day. I've literally filmed a short 30-second clips and a few plays on a claw machine as well. So it's about, I think, 15-minute video. So I might premiere that and do that as a whole thing so I can be in the chat, because there's no actual audio because I couldn't think of anything to say when I was doing each of the clips, and by the time I thought of event things it was too late. But I am going to put where things were before I go on like the trains, the salons, the shops, and the Harry Potter location and things like that, and arcades. So a bit for that before each happened. Then that'll give me an extra couple of seconds to make sure I got the right spellings on the chat for the premiere of the video, and hopefully some people will watch it. It'll be a roughly UK time. It's going to be a late one because I want to also include Australia into being able to watch the video, because I know a couple of people in Australia do like sometimes join my premieres. So that's one of the reasons it's going out late as well. But I'm hoping that a lot of the US people that do watch some of these videos will enjoy seeing what it was like for me to actually travel up to the festival area or location. I kind of forgot to film some of the things. Def Leppard's set was really good. I've streamed some of that on Instagram. I did on the day, as I just couldn't get the camera to zoom in and out on things without just blowing to pieces. I don't know why it was doing that. It was working really well about 3 days ago. Then all of a sudden, update on the phone and the camera stopped working. So that's kind of bugging me now because I really wanted that. So I watched a bit of Diane Wood as well. That was really cool. Well, actually, I watched most of the set. I did. Then the only thing I forgot to watch was Stone Temple Pilots, which I'm going to try and sort the money out so I could go and see them live in concert eventually. So hopefully that will be sorted out soon. Godsmacked, I did post some videos for that on my Instagram as well, which they actually come out quite good. And I did film Godsmacked song I Stand Alone, as that's one of my favourite songs. Also, I got to see House Storm, which I do believe I did post a clip of that as well on Instagram, and I think I got a small clip of that. Some of the bands were using pyro on stage and bits, so them ones were really good and fun to see. And the NXT tent actually was really crowded this year, and so many people in the tent. Got to see a bit of Lamb of God, which I watched while going from stage to stage, as you got to pass the main stage to get to the second stage or any of the other stages and the NXT one. So it's quite a busy weekend. Trying to find like a couple of bands that I know I saw to make sure I got like their names, as I forgot to put my favourites on the app I'm using to get the names, as I was a little lazy doing that. So at the festival they had roughly 3 to 4 churro stands. One was a separate company which was doing like 4 churros with chocolate and other flavoured stuff on. It had also biscuit crumbs, Oreo crumbs, and things like that they would put on it, and then you could had the chocolate to stick it to the churro. One at the other stand, you could get a couple of churros, and I think it was 6 churros for £5, and they had on the thing 35 churros or something for £30 or 25 or something. And that was a silly number, but I didn't look at the price properly, as I messed up with that one. But that churro stand is literally just a chocolate sauce dip and cinnamon sugar type thing that they would put on it, so there weren't really much in that sense. We watched also Skindred, which is a sort of reggae rock metal band, which is really cool. And there's a clip of that where they got all the audience to lift up, to basically hold a t-shirt or something and just swing it around in a circle. And that was really cool because half the time at the festival you cannot get all the audience to do that sort of thing. It's like maybe the first dozen at the front will do what the band say, and Skindred literally got everyone to do it, the Newport helicopter or whatever it's called, which was really cool because Skindred is an amazing band, and so much energy went to see when they are playing. It's amazing, the sets are. And also I got to see, as I said, I saw Slash, which I have seen quite a few different times, so it was really cool. Also, while I'm doing this, if you have any questions, please ask them, because I'm just going through a couple of the bands at the moment and I'm not 100% certain what to talk about, and I might be forgetting something that you might think of that I could leave out of this, and which would help me a lot. But yeah, the headliner for one of the other days was Slipknot, and that set was crazy. And we stayed for the whole set. Even though it meant a hellacious walk back to the buses and a really nasty bus ride where they fill the bus up to the point of sardines in a can. That's how full they let the buses get at the festival, is to the point you can't move. And it is so annoying. I did get this. I did want a drink bottle like Simo Jackpot Pro has on his merch stand, but sadly I could only get this as they sold out of the bottle that I wanted. So I got this little wristband for £4, which is pretty cool. It's one of the type where you can just squeeze the button there and it'll move. Yes, the bus was very uncomfortable, very stressful, and for me, with high stress and anxiety, it was a really bad thing for me to be on the bus, and I just didn't like it at all. I literally prefer to walk. I'd walked the whole distance back to Derby if I had my own way over getting that bus, as that bus was sardinely packed sort of thing. And it's like the woman at the thing said, oh, we're not going to move the bus until we get even more people on the bus. And they had 6 buses, maybe 8 or to 10 buses just sitting there doing nothing, running their engine the whole time. Well, when they could have been moving off as many people as possible or letting people sit on the bus until it's ready to move, they could have done that, but they just left everyone queuing up until the point of you're going to be crushed on the bus and stuck like sardines the whole time. It was kind of really annoying, just not being able to move, and I really don't like crowded spaces. It's one of my many problems that I have. Hi Deadpool, how are you today? It's literally is one of my biggest problems, being in tight spaces. I could cope with it through music, but once the music ends, I start to get stressed out and want to just run and go and do something else. So a lot of the time, when it's that situation, I would rather just be sitting back somewhere quiet. But as long as music's playing or I'm with someone, I am having a great time. I did it through Slash. I went up beyond a certain point at the festival that I needed to get to see clearly the stage itself, rather than worry about zooming in on my phone. One sec, I just need a bit of drink. But yeah, the festival is like where me and the Swedish Traveller was at the festival. We were sort of like I would say in the nearest point to where we could see the band that you can get. And a lot of my pictures that I posted involved sarky jokes like this would be the worst place for a panic attack, because literally I took the picture and all you could see was behind me loads of people on Instagram, the Instagram post. As that's literally one thing I don't like doing, is looking behind in any of my, when I'm at the concert, if I'm that close to the front. And on that photo, I was literally 2 people from the barrier at the front of the stage. And so I joked about that and to take my mind off of any sort of issue that I was starting to have at that time. And then I think I took a picture of me being lazy on the platform. Then a couple of minutes later, I went into the audience instead, because I just didn't want to be on the platform, as I like to just keep moving around the festival or watching the bands as close as I can get. But every aspect of the festival, whether it be the platforms or walking around, I had an amazing time. Yeah, I pretty much woke up about an hour or 2 ago before doing this live, as I just couldn't be bothered doing anything today. But yeah, also you can see in the picture my money boxes. Well, the corner just there, there's 4 different camper van money boxes, which are these. And they're just set up on my windowsill. There's a blue one and an orange and red one. And there's another one, which is a different version, with a surfboard on top. And there's that one. So I do have kind of a lot of editing for the next video. I did get a couple of arcade videos. There is a challenge video for Me versus Infinite, as I filmed that. I just need to do the talking part because I couldn't do it in the location that we was in because of copyrighted music. So I can easily just do that at a later date, the talking part. As I picked a Pacific plush that I was going for, a couple of plushes that I was going for that video. And I only had £5 on me at that point, so it's all one-shot videos. Except for when I dropped the money, so I paused the footage for a second. So that's the only mess up I did on that video, was dropping the money. And then my brother told me towards the end of the play there was a little glitch on that machine specifically. If you do a certain thing, it will clamp a bit tighter on the plush. So that's the only downside to that video. And there is a video that I could literally just post, but I'm not 100% sure if I want it because it's not the best, and it's an e-claw, so it's more of a challenge. Could I win off of it? And everyone knows how bad e-claws are, except the odd 1 or 2 which think e-claw give you something every single time. E-claws are not skill based, so that's literally it. The issue with them. So anyone got anything cool planned for today? Also, my next to me is something that I got in the post yesterday, which I did forget to put a link in the description again, which I remembered yesterday, but today I forgot. Oh, cool, Deadpool. And so this is something that I won from Haley Marie's live stream, one of her giveaways, which I really like cats, so I thought it's cool. I'd pick this one as she let me pick.